A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. Return starts at the 3. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. They Stay on the ground with Williams. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
First down throwing for Hurts. Completed here to Komet. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Second and 3 now. Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Williams now on first and 10. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Edwards put in motion left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Able to get it to Edwards. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
On the ground, this is Isaac Garindo. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Handoff headed right, it's Garindo. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking for a throw here. That pass is complete to McBride. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. He's going to throw this one. Chased out to his right. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey McBride. And now they face 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete to Beckham. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try at 4th and 2. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got him. That's McBride. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get the game's first points here in the second. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 38. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's taken in by Williams. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
From the pistol, Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Now a give to Garindo. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. It's the Cardinals. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. that goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
The Eagles inside the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets in several yards on that play.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ernest Jones with the pick.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Cuts it to the right side. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Oh, he lost the football. And he gets it back. Oh, there's still a shot at the first. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
2nd and 10 now. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
From the 32, Cotton Williams, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
He's back to throw. Komet brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a tight end in motion. They'll run. It's Garendo. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up a throw. getting out to his left. Caught, nice gain left side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
From the gun, Garindo. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That is some old-school brutality. An offense close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed right its way. In a battle of wills, the offense gets it done.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physical.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. Hits the 20. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Throw left side, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
From the red zone now. Cut out left. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Another run for Williams. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. That throw finds Komet. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Yeah, these degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on first. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
At the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. This is Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 28, dumped off to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's going to be 4th and short. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. On target to Garindo. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing now from the gun. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Working quickly here. They are throwing it again. Hauled in by Garindo. And they bring him down around the 34. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 6 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Glendale.